Even to this day, men's makeup is still a taboo subject, and actually something which I always have to think twice about covering on this channel, because I know that some people are like, absolutely not, I'm not touching that. And I would say if you're one of those guys, then do not worry, come back in my next new video, I'm sure you're gonna love it. But for everyone else, stick around. I think you'll like this. This is about how to achieve very natural and undetectable makeup. Exactly what I've got on my skin right now. This is the finished look that I'm gonna be showing you. I say the finished look. This is my everyday. This is literally what I put on my skin. There's a bit of powder, there's a bit of concealer, there's a primer which goes under all of that, and then there's a bit of eyebrow fiber. And you know, it's easy. And I'm gonna show you the bits that you can kind of pick and choose to make the most of the features that you have and to camouflage the bits that you don't like. Also guys, to make it easier, everything I'm using and some other sort of product tips and suggestions are in the description. So you don't need to feel like, I really don't want to go into a shop and do this. You can literally buy it online. But this is something which I'm really interested in because so many guys are wearing makeup. So many guys are wearing makeup and you're not noticing it. And that's exactly what we want, undetectable. So watch on, and here you go, this. So this is me at the very start of the routine. I've just had a shower, so I have cleansed or just washed my face and it's ready to go. And I would say it's really important that you have clean skin before you apply any products. That is just going to give you a sort of blank canvas in order to allow the products to take to the skin. So you can see right now, I do have some slight redness on the skin. I've got slight shine. I just have natural skin, and what I want to do in this is just to enhance my features, but also sort of camouflage the bits that I don't necessarily want to have. So the little bits of redness, I want to mattify the skin and just make it more even in its tone. So the very first thing that we always do in any sort of skincare is to use a moisturizer. This one's by Shiseido. I like this because it's really light, it's mattifying, it's not greasy, it's not oily, and it just really does take to the skin very easily. So just all round. And you should really wait until your moisturizer has sort of soaked into the skin before you're putting anything else on. This one does go really quickly, so actually already there's no stickiness, it's ready to go. The next product that I am going to use is a primer. This one's by Daniel Sandler, who is a makeup artist. A primer, what that's going to allow the skin to do is to take the makeup. It's going to allow the makeup to give it a more even surface. It's going to minimize the pores. It's also going to give you more longevity of whatever you're putting on, be it a foundation, like a liquid foundation, or a powder. I really like this one because, as I said, it minimizes the pores, and it also does allow the makeup not to slip. Wherever you put it, it's going to stay. And then that's the skin ready for the more sort of makeup products. Now, a lot of people will be using concealer sticks for spots, for any sort of shaving nicks, and I haven't always been into these because I have found them quite oily on the skin, and it's given me sort of shine, and I've just not been that much of a fan of them. But I have now started to combine using these with a bit of powder, and I find that's the best way of doing it. Now this one is by Tom Ford. It's an expensive concealer. Would I recommend it? I would say if you've got the cash to splash and you want to, go wild, but if not, just use the cheap old ones from Boots or from Sephora or from wherever you've got a sort of drugstore. I'll put a couple of links to things, but really it should be costing you no more than like £4 or £5, or $10 max. But I'm just going to, I like to take it off the actual stick and apply it myself. I've got some redness in here. I've got some redness, a lot of redness under the eyes, sort of telltale signs. Once I've just dabbed them on, I then just start to rub it in. Being really careful under the eyes. This is such thin skin, you don't want to be tearing it. Okay, next I'm going to be grabbing my powder. I use powder because I've tried foundations in liquid sort of form, but I find that as guys, we've got facial hair, we've got stubble, and really a foundation will sort of cake into it, so you're going to be able to see it. It's going to dry, it sometimes goes crusty, but a powder is going to allow you to get into all those nooks and crannies and around the stubble. So this one is a powder I've been using for actually since I was 18, so quite a number of years. I like this one because it is mattifying, so it means it's going to take off the shine, and also it's got a slight color to it. This one is light. I have used the medium, which was too dark for me, so ensure you are getting a color that's right. Although this one is a men's makeup company, I would say don't worry so much. Like, you can get ones from MAC, you can get sort of brand owned ones in supermarkets, but just find something that is the right color for your skin. And you can see that by just putting it sort of onto the back of your hand and holding, or actually just if you're in a shop sort of doing it. But I would say always go slightly lighter than you think you are. So I'm using a brush. I like to use a brush because it's slightly easier to apply rather than a sponge. So I'm dab, 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 tapping off the excess. We don't want loads of powder getting caked in. And all I'm gonna do is sweep it across my face, especially around, for me, the oily T-zone. Right up here, down. You can see that it's so light that you're actually not seeing it on my skin. But as the day goes on and it's matte, people will think he has got insanely good skin. Yes, I do, with a bit of help. Also, make sure you're getting into that hairline. If you're leaving it, then you are going to see sort of tide lines in there and around your neck too. So go over the natural lines of your face, especially here, into your ears, down onto your jawline. If you're wearing a white shirt, be careful. So you do have to kind of fade it. And around the eyes, just be really careful again. Shut them right into the socket of the eye. That really is the basics, and the next sort of steps are sort of things you can and can't do to sort of enhance your skin. But you can see already, that is my skin, nice, natural and matte. And at a point I would have just stopped with this, but if I'm going to be going out, or I just want to give myself a little bit more of a boost, this is when I move on to the other areas, especially my eyebrows. I really like to frame my eyes, so I like to boost my eyebrows, make them look bigger and darker. So there's a product here that I've been using probably for about 2 years, actually maybe a bit more, and it's by Benefit. Benefit is a female brand, but no one is seeing the packaging when it is in your eyebrows or on your skin or in your hair. So this is called GimMe Brow, and this is like tiny little like fibers. And I have used this in some of my Get Ready With Me videos, so if you've seen this, and I know that actually a lot of people I know have tried this and they absolutely love it. Also, there's a guy I know who started using it for his beard and to sort of cover up any patches, and you can do that. So just a tiny little wand here, and I'm stroking up through the hair against the way that the eyebrow is naturally going. There, that's one done and one that's not. And then just doing exactly the same for the second one. And really, for me, that would be it. That would be it in terms of the makeup. Because, you know, this is all about being natural and undetectable. And I would say, you can't even notice that I've got anything on my skin. It's so light. You know, it's not caked on. It's not getting stuck into my facial hair. It's really natural. It's really working with what I've got. It's not really made my face all one color. It's worked with my natural skin tone, and it's just kind of got into everything. Also, with boosting the eyebrows, I always think it just makes my eyes look even bigger and bluer. So the very final thing that I would do is just to do my moustache and also to do my hair. So we'll whiz through this. And that really is it. You can see my skin just looks like a better version of what it was before. It's matte, it's more even in sort of skin tone. We've taken away a lot of the redness, especially around sort of the cheeks where I get spots and shaving nicks, taking some of the redness and the purple sort of color from under the eyes. With the powder, it's just mattified the skin, it's made it a bit more even. With that eyebrow fiber, it's just boosted it And I just think this, obviously my moustache and my hair makes a lot of difference, but having that skincare and this sort of men's makeup ready just makes a whole heap of difference. But I'd say, guys, do experiment with it. See how you get on. Try a little concealer stick. You can pick them up from, Boots or Mankind or wherever it might be. I'll link those all down below so you can check them out. And just, try it on shaving nicks or try a powder across your T-zone and see how it makes you feel. And if you feel good about it, then go for it. No one will see it. And actually loads of guys are now doing this. So give it a go. I've got loads more products that I want to try. So if you're keen on me sort of experimenting more on this channel, then let me know and I will do it. And if you're new to the channel, you've not yet pressed subscribe, then please do hit subscribe right now. The button is just up there. There's also more video suggestions down there. Stay with me and watch them, or head to my blog, it's there. Or my podcast is on iTunes and Spotify, direct links up there. Go, go, go. Also Instagram, come and follow me. But I'll see you in the next new video. Bye-bye.